forecast for the price of XRP in 2025 and beyond. In this video, I'll explain everything to you. In my live streams, you've asked me this question numerous times. Here it is, then. To help you better appreciate my perspective, I would want to go over some informational details before moving on to the cost. Let's begin with Chad Steinreber's announcement that the DTCC has cleared the U.S. stock market and is moving quickly to convert all securities into tokenized assets. Last week, we received some fresh information from the DTCC. They will be able to manage this on their patent because they are dealing with HAR, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tron, and XLM. Therefore, it will be fascinating to see the assets they select. The most likely ones, in my opinion, will be HAR, XRP, and XLM. Ethereum will undoubtedly have its day, but I don't see a lot of tokenization of assets on, say, Bitcoin. You have the CME Group, the world's top derivatives marketplace, which just teamed with Ripple to add XRP to its derivatives portfolio. We are aware that the public market values derivatives at between $600 trillion and $1 quadrillion. It is extremely challenging to determine the precise amount of money in these futures. For your information, futures are derivatives. Additionally, real-world tokenization is speeding up, and institutional adoption is being driven mostly by the XRP ledger. Consider all of the collaborations that Ripple has at the moment. They maintain these connections with banks, financial market infrastructures, and payment businesses worldwide. They can rely on Ripple to act morally when they present them with new items. They are aware that the bank is using Ripple to reduce risk and comply with regulations. Banks favor Ripple for this reason. Because of this, Ripple is one of the largest blockchain infrastructure companies in the world, and I think they will be for the next 5 to 10 years. And then, here is the volume of XRP ledgers that is beginning to build up here in the last few months. You can see it go from just a little bit to actually getting to $114 million. Here, you can see that the T-bills are starting to grow. They are only 5 million, but imagine that this is a treasury bill in the United States. There are several distinct items in this area, 6 trillion then. Additionally, there is the sum of all of these various corporate and treasury bonds. In the United States, $50 trillion. Around the world, $140 trillion. Ledgers must be used to record all of that value. And is the idea that the XRP ledger won't be primed really absurd? They're collaborating with BlackRock and Ono, correct? They have an agreement with OpenEden. It is important that you pay attention to this. Additionally, Standard Chartered's SE Ventures makes investments in cryptocurrency derivatives in the EU. Naturally, Standard Chartered is a partner of Ripple. David Schwartz then goes on to explain why the XRP ledger will be CHUSEX, which was a feature included when it was first released. I'll play this now. Asset mobility is among the first things we require. Although it's not all of interoperability, it's a significant component and the one we currently require, and one that swiftly tokenized digital currencies, stable coins, cryptonative tokens, financial assets, and other tangible assets. Everything is going on-chain. With the DX, payment engine, path discovery, and other XRP ledger characteristics that facilitate asset transfers, it is possible that the XRP ledger may serve as a trading hub among blockchains. The ability to transport Bitcoin more quickly and affordably was really one of the very first uses of the XRP ledger in its very early days. Issued assets allow, for example, remote assets, assets based on various chains, and bridges. Although it's only one element, I believe that to be a very significant step towards interoperability. Although the industry still has a ways to go, people must have positive experiences if we want widespread adoption. We must resolve issues with interoperability. Although it's not the only option, the XRP ledger might serve as a token bridge for asset portability. Bridge of tokens for asset mobility. You have the XRP ledger as well, via payments of real-world assets, trading algorithms, Gamify, NFTs, MPTs, sidechain activity, etc. The marketplace will be thriving in terms of volume and velocity. I'll play this quickly. 44 seconds. Naturally, we're discovering that both our clients and ourselves will find applications for the Ripple USD, the stable coin, in our own products. It's a perfect asset to settle real-world asset trades while in custody. In order to give the payment flow other liquidity choices, we will be integrating the Ripple USD with XRP in our payment solution as on- and off-ramp instruments, the stable coins, and we have already demonstrated their worth in the market. When you're ready to use fiat money for other purposes, this is a terrific method to get it on the chain and keep it in an asset that is related to it. Likewise, it's an excellent way to transfer money around the globe when assets are liquidated. As a result, it goes without saying that we discover something quite fascinating. You can actually transfer this money around the world at a very low cost once you can tokenize it and put it on the blockchain. As a result, these hedge funds and other large institutions can move liquidity into the U.S. market and engage in any trading they like. When they wish to enter other markets, such as the Japanese or London markets, they can simply follow the time frames, transfer the value instantly, and begin using it. The current banking system would not allow you to do that. Many new areas and avenues will become available as a result. I understand. I listen. Everyone wants to be wealthy through cryptocurrency. I simply believe that this will require some time. I'm just attempting to be open and honest with you. In my opinion, it would be fortunate for us to see $15.25 and $30 XRP here in 2025. And in the best situation, perhaps $100 or $200. In the worst situation, we might return to 50. Let us be honest. If the SEC pursues the case, or if something else occurs, or if there is a glitch, a hack, or something similar, there is literally nothing keeping it from collapsing tomorrow. We're not sure. However, we are trusting the Ripple team and the development teams working on the XRP ledger to update it and maintain it in its pristine state. In 2021, I made $2.8 million in the cryptocurrency market with the assistance of my community and, of course, my close friends. I have never in my life ever approached earning $1 million, much less nearly tripling that amount. I was able to accomplish this because I was able to grasp the cryptocurrency market and where to find important information before anyone else did. If you haven't discovered it before, the secret to the cryptocurrency market is to be early and to only invest in legitimate utility projects that will endure. Over the next 5 to 10 years, there will be numerous significant DeFi, tokenization, and real-world asset initiatives that will see their prices soar. And inside of Cryptonaires, I share that information with you every single day. You must first comprehend what you are doing in the cryptocurrency field and where to acquire the greatest information if you want to advance in your career and earn outrageous sums of money. And you can make significant improvements in your life in the cryptocurrency space if you can begin doing that.